Well guys, that's what's left of it. My Veilside carbon fiber lip, torn to pieces. What's going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning into this video, and unfortunately today I do have some unfortunate news, at least from my point of view. I was driving my Z the other day to work, and when I go to work it's still dark out, so if there's anything in the road it's kind of hard to see. And when I was coming up the highway I noticed this kind of dark area in the road, and it had rained earlier that morning, so there was some wet spots on the road. So as I was coming up to it I thought it was just a wet spot or a puddle, but then unfortunately when I was about, I don't know, 15, 20 feet away from it, I realized that it was a chunk of tire, pretty significant chunk of tire from, I'm guessing, a semi-truck or some truck of that size. And basically at that point, with a car on the other side of me, I had no choice but to run over it. Now my Z isn't slammed, but it was low enough to clip the tire and pull the tire underneath the car and out the back. I did feel a little kind of jolt, but I didn't hear anything break or hear anything scraping, so I kind of thought I was, I got off the hook scot-free. However, when I was pulling up to work with my windows down, I did notice a scraping noise, and it was kind of at that moment that I realized that I had broken something on the car. So I pulled into work and got out of the car, looked at the front, and basically the center section of my Veilside lip was completely gone, and the sides of the lip were basically just hanging there. The one side was a little bit longer than the other, and that's what was scraping on the ground. So unfortunately, my lip is gone. It's completely destroyed, so I ripped that other piece that was dragging off, threw it in the back, and went on with my day at work. Obviously very, very frustrated. It's definitely something I could have avoided if I had seen the piece of tire earlier, or at least recognized what it was. But in any event, the lip is gone. It's unfortunate because that was one of my favorite things on my car, or on the Z, and it was actually one of the very first modifications that I did to the car, probably about 7 years ago. And what I really liked is that not many other people had it or even knew what that lip was. I got a lot of people talking to me at car events, car shows, car meets, whatever it may be, asking what kind of lip it was, and just kind of really appreciating the lip for what it was. And I really did like that piece. Obviously a very small piece to the car, and I have so many other things done to it, but it was a really important part on the car, and like I said, one of my favorite parts, at least exterior wise on the car. But it still sucks, kind of a rare piece like that, an expensive piece of that, just getting torn off on the highway from something that's pretty stupid. And like I said, that it's something that I could have avoided if I saw what was coming sooner. Overall, I'm very lucky that the car itself didn't sustain any damage, just a lip. So if we look at the front of the car, where the lip was, I do have a clear bra, so over time it was kind of rubbing away at that a little bit to begin with. But overall, along the whole front of the car, thankfully there is not much damage, just some light scratches and scrapes from when it got basically ripped under the car. And then it's kind of hard to tell here, but my aluminum under tray was kind of bent up a little bit, so there's kind of like a little bit of a wave in the bumper. And then here you can better see some of the scratches. Sorry it's raining and it's wet out right now. But other than the lip, the front of the car got pretty lucky in this incident. So that's about it, just delivering some unfortunate and sad news. I'm sure some of you can relate. You've hit some things in the road and probably broke some parts on your car that you really enjoyed for many years. But it sucks nonetheless, and definitely on the lookout for another lip of some kind. Basically, I'd really like to replace with another Veilside or a Mines lip, if I can find one of those. Again, they're very rare, hard to find, and if you do find them, they're very expensive. But with that being said, if any of you have one that you want to get rid of, or know somebody by chance that has one that they're selling, please let me know. Either message me on Instagram or drop a comment down below. I'd really like to get another lip for the car. And I don't want to just go out and get something like Cybon. Not that that's a bad product, but I just like, having the Veilside and having something a little bit different, that not everybody else has. Thanks for checking out the video. An unfortunate update. Please stay tuned for more videos on the G. I actually have it jacked up right now. Finishing the suspension on it. The rear's done. I'm just finishing the front. So there will be many more G videos to come. I know many of you have been asking about them. I had to spend some time on the Z with me doing the last track day, and I had a bunch of parts that was sitting for that. So thanks again for watching the video. Please give a thumbs up if you can relate to this. As always, thanks to everyone for their continued support. I really do appreciate it, and I'm really happy with what the channel has become. I have been making a little, less frequent videos lately. Just been, busy with other stuff, as I'm sure many of you can relate to, with just everyday, day-to-day life stuff. But I hope to increase the videos that I'm putting out over the course of the next couple months. But in any event, I do appreciate all the support that all of you give me. All right, I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day, and I'll see you next time.